What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm giving you my top PrizePicks plays for Thursday Night Football taking place on October 2nd between the Rams and the 49ers. Now, real quick, before we jump into it, make sure you guys smash the like button. It really does help me out. When you do that, it helps me get this content out to more people that want to see it. Now, if you do that and you hit the subscribe button, I love you guys. I would appreciate it. Consider subscribing. I post content like this all the time. Now, starting off, our very first play is going to be Matthew Stafford over 16.5 fantasy score, and we're going to have a little fun with this slip. As always, we'll be using Daily Grind Fantasy to compare sportsbooks lines and odds directly back to PrizePicks and other different DFS apps. You can see here, this is what the tool looks like. Parker Meadows over hits, Gavin Sawchuk for Florida State over 47.5. Rush yards, good value in some other sports, but I have it filtered to just Los Angeles Rams and 49ers player props, and we're going to have fun. We're going to correlate a little bit for this Thursday Night Football game. I believe we went 4-0 on one of our most recent slips. Maybe it was 3-0. A little bit of correlation in there as well. So we are going to do that again today. Matthew Stafford is off by about 4 fantasy score, let's say 3 to 4 fantasy score when comparing to FanDuel and BetMGM if they were to have a fantasy score market available on those sports books. They would have it right around 20.3, 20.5, let's call it, fantasy score. So certainly off. We'll start off taking Matthew Stafford over. Now, to correlate a little bit and get a little bit of value, right? We see that Davante Adams is favored over 4.5 receptions on majority of these sports books, all of them really. FanDuel's close to the even line, but you can see most are minus 125, higher. Hot streak minus 170 almost, maybe weighing it up a tad. I do like it, especially when you consider the correlation that we are getting in this slip. We're going to go ahead and add in Davante Adams over 4.5 receptions. So obviously it's correlated because if Matthew Stafford is throwing the ball a lot to Davante Adams, he's going over 5 receptions. That means it's tacking on to Matthew Stafford's fantasy score. Maybe Davante Adams catches a touchdown on one of those, which would obviously be fantasy points for Matthew Stafford. So a little bit of correlation there. I like that on top of it being a little favored on the sports books here via Daily Grind Fantasy. Real quick, if you guys do want to check out Daily Grind Fantasy, get access to all of the sharpest plays by comparing these sportsbooks lines back to the different DFS apps, including PrizePicks. A link down in the description. I'll leave you guys my code DustinYT. That will get you guys 25% off your very first month of Daily Grind Fantasy. So make sure you guys check that out. Now, my next play. Remember, we're going to want to kind of keep on this correlated train, but we're going to go with Brock Purdy under 33.5 pass attempts, right? So Purdy under 33.5 pass attempts. This could happen different ways, right? It is a little bit correlated, but we're going to take the over for Matthew Stafford, Davante Adams. Maybe they're playing from behind. They come back. Brock Purdy, they're running the ball a little bit more if they have a lead, or simply the game plan is to run the ball a little bit more than throw the ball. It is favored via major sports books to go under 33.5 pass attempts. Pinnacle slightly favored there, but these other books minus 130 plus. So we'll snag Brock Purdy under 33.5 pass attempts. But I like it even more because what we're going to do from here is we're going to scroll down a little bit. Sure, there's a little bit better value here, but none of these are super correlated with what we want or with our props that are currently in our slip. So I scrolled down and I found this Brian Robinson Jr. play, 16.5 rush yards, taking the over of 16.5 rush yards. It's not a huge high percent chance play to hit as far as like what we normally want, but it is correlated in this slip. If Brock Purdy's going under pass attempts, it's likely that they're running the ball more, whether that's to CMC, to Brian Robinson. And Brian Robinson here, we're getting a 1 yard discount on majority of these books. So we'll take a 1 yard discount with the correlation in this slip. So we'll go Brian Robinson Jr. Over 16 rush yards. So the 4 plays in this slip, we have Matthew Stafford. We're taking him over 16.5 fantasy score, correlated with Davante Adams on that same side of things. Over 4.5 receptions. Brock Purdy to go under 33.5 pass attempts. Maybe a little bit slower paced game. Less opportunity for him to throw the ball. And then Brian Robinson, go over 16.5 rush yards. We're looking for 10-yard rush and maybe a few other small rushes from Brian Robinson. But correlated, still getting a 10x payout here in a 4-man power play on PrizePicks, $5 limit. I did go ahead and toss it on there, though. Let me know in the comments what your guys' favorite plays are for Thursday Night Football, and let me know if you are tailing as well. That's going to be it. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and we'll see you in the next one.